In 1999, the University of Guam's anthropology and sociology programs, which study community development, have collectively sent over 85 students to Indonesia. The students, along with their instructor, spend a week experiencing and engaging in the differences and similarities of Bali and Guam. In their journeys, students realize the people on both societies have similar social, psychological, and environmental problems and challenges that come with economic development. Students are able to realize an ancient spiritual connection between the people of Bali and that of the indigenous Chamorro people of Guam. These spiritual beliefs, a respect and reverence for ancestral spirits, the spirits of the land, and a vision of the balance between nature and humanity and the universe, serves as a starting point for rediscovering what it takes to achieve a more sustainable and healthy form of community development. This year, Professor Dr. Kirk Johnson and his sociology class will head to Bali in late April in the hopes of rediscovering community in the 21st century. All right, so of course the study of other cultures and the way people interact with each other, something most of us on Guam here are very familiar with. And of course at the University of Guam, they're doing really good things to study cross-culture differences and also with sustainability. So joining me right now in studio are D. Cruz and PJ Guerrero, two sociology students. So thanks a lot for being here tonight.
Thanks, Jason.
Okay, so it's a really interesting trip that you guys are taking. So explain mainly why you guys are going over there and what is going to be the purpose of your study.
Well, we're going over there to start learning about community development. We're starting here at the university, and then we'll be going over to actually conduct field work, field study while we're over there. There's Bali's particularly special because of its modernization with cultural, their indigenous culture is still intact. In fact, it's grown with modernization. So how we look at it, at least for our classes, what can we learn from them to bring back here to make culture sustainable and to make culture a lot more than what it is. And
I think the most important part is that University of Guam, what we need to realize is that we have the capability to do this. Not other universities have that. So it's really an honor for us, and we're really excited. There's 15 of us in the class that are leaving, and so we get to leave and go and study another culture and then bring it back, like Perry said. So we're really excited.
Okay, so when you guys go over there, obviously you're going to experience it firsthand and be able to interact with some of the locals over there, and I'm sure share some of the plights and parallels of our own culture here as Chamorros and indigenous people here. But in theory, what are some of the differences and some of the challenges that you guys have learned about people of Indonesian descent?
Well, particularly in Bali, they are Hindu, and so religion has played a great factor in how their culture has been able to sustain itself. And especially with regards to tourism, most people, they westernize to accommodate Western tourists, but in Bali they actually in fact went deeper into their indigenous roots to make Bali a unique destination to go to, a unique experience. And so we need to learn here how they did it over there. How did they keep their culture intact with every single modernizing influence, westernizing influence? How did they maintain their sense of self in their changing world, and how could we apply it back over here?
Mm-hmm. That's a really difficult thing to do because some of the stories we've done, Dee, and like we've worked with you on some of these issues, but especially at the level of like what the Guam Visitors Bureau does, and how do you, like you said, PJ, move into the modern world and embrace things like technology and some new maybe capitalist concepts and everything like that while maintaining where we came from and language and value systems and things like that. So.
Well, I think this generation, and we've talked about it in class, this generation are do-getters. We do a lot. We take the core of our ancestors and our manuncles, and we keep that core, but we also keep up with modernization and technology today. Facebook, social networking, everything like that. We utilize that and then we keep our preservation. So I'm an anthropology major along with a sociology major, and Perry and several of the students, majority of our students in our class are sociology majors. What we want to do is take that knowledge and continue on with this generation. We're all about going places, doing things, and then bringing back and preserving it.
Well, I have to ask because, you know, you are a friend of the news team here and everything. Will you be checking in on Foursquare when you're at your various places? And
if Dr. J lets me check in on Foursquare, I will. But yeah, what we're going to try and do is minimize our use of social networking there. We're just going to, I'm bringing a flip cam along with several other students. And what we're going to do is capture everything we can and then bring it back. And then hopefully we can come back and talk to you again and tell us about what we've, a reflection of our trip.